Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Caelus City.
Mr. Announcer!
What?
You interrupted us!
No.
Yes, you did. Now, Cal, we've talked about this. You hold the rose better, a little tighter, and a little bit deeper. Sink, your tail is supposed to be straight back. Take it from the top!
What? Are we really doing this?
Why are we doing this? Daniel, why did you let him convince us this was okay?
Apollo points to the camera. They're watching!
Fine. Whatever.
He promised to give me, part of his sushi next time.
If you want the candy from the trick-or-treating, you've got to do it right.
I'll do it, okay?
Fine.
Okay, I'm ready.
Take it from the top. Go.
Prepare for trouble!
And make it double.
To protect the world from devastation!
To denounce all peoples within our nation.
To extend our reach to this... Oh, wait, no. Denounce the evils of truth and love!
Do that again. Seriously.
From the top!
One more from the top.
I'll get it. Fine. Prepare for trouble!
And make it double.
To protect the world from devastation!
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love!
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse!
James.
Team Rocket! Blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meow. And live from our mother's basements, it's Caelus City!
Trick or treat.
Take it away, OPT!
I don't even know why I need to be here at this point. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Caelus City. This is issue 16, Watering the Flowers, and I called it that simply because of the initials of the first letters of each word, which, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is WTF, which is pretty much my thought of this whole thing. Hi! I should probably have notes open, but I honestly just said, screw it, I don't care as much, but there we go. Because I'm the DM of this whole thing, and that doesn't matter. Joining me today is, of course, as always, Nora, Chammy, and Tej, and I would ask you guys why you're here, but really at this point I should be asking myself why I'm here.
Well, we're here trick-or-treating.
Yeah, apparently.
And we're dressed up as Team Rocket.
Allegedly, yes. You guys don't look like you're dressed like Team Rocket, I'm just saying.
Well, the Meowth costume wouldn't fit me.
Well, whose fault is that?
I ate one Rolo.
And by one, let's say, and by one he means package.
Case.
By package, she
not
means
package.
case. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And by case he means truck full.
And by truck full, he means they're out.
Of stock, yes. But yes, so Apollo's Twitch stream just witnessed the practice of our Team Rocket Halloween costume special as the view counts are going in and the subs are coming in for better costumes.
Yes. And finally, Daniel comes wandering out in the only good costume, which is a life-size costume of Wobba Fett.
There you go. So
if you haven't guessed, we're in Caelus City today.
yeah. I mean, the name's up there. So that's all anyone needs to know. So
I don't see it.
Yeah. So does anybody want to give us a recap of what happened last time? Because at this point, I remember there being an Iron Chef thing, and
Let's say, I'm pretty sure what happened is Cal made cookies. We discovered that Cal has an underground system that leads to pretty much any food service industry in the city. Mm-hmm. And we had Iron Chef America with Chicky Nuggies and Chalky Milk.
Yeah.
In addition to that. We had some lizards in an unmarked van in front of Cal's house that we jumped.
Oh yeah, the tuna cannon.
Oh,
Yeah. They
The
were
tuna cannon.
Let's be honest. Apollo jumped them. Y'all just watched.
Yes,
I mean, Cal did launch the tuna into the car.
he did.
Yeah, and then Apollo finished the
And
job.
then Apollo Scooby snacked the heck out of him.
Yeah, finished the job of attacking two lizards that weren't actually a threat.
Suddenly we found out that they were not a threat. We did the whole Iron Chef thingy, and Josiah, the nervous lizard inside, he told us that we needed a plant called Zimthum to heal up Owen.
Well, look at
And when we asked, go on.
look at Mr. Plot over here, actually remembering the story. Like, what's that all about?
He told us that Brian, one of the other lizards, had her on his windowsill, and I contacted Brian, Sync did, to ask him, and Brian's only response was, "When do you want to go back to the Citadel?"
Right. It's because Brian, if you remember, is at least the alleged son of the general, who I believe is still nameless, which is fine with me.
Nameless general.
Yeah, who Sync did run into, and then told them all sorts of things, and then Cal was like, "Why would you tell people information about our stuff like so openly?" But okay. Yeah. So also Josiah was like hiding and found out how to get into Cal's like basement. Not that he knew how, he just did, and was basically hiding there because he's nervous, as you said, and he said something about needing quiet time and whatnot. But so I'm gonna guess now with all that it's like a day later or something, because I don't know when you guys decided to do all of that. So it's probably the next day, I would think.
Or a couple days, no big.
Well, it depends on what your answer was to Brian. Because, all of this, by the way, was to help save your friend Owen from his DNA from falling apart, basically.
Which is enormously important, but almost as important as trick-or-treating. So,
I need my Snickers. Not sponsored.
Let's say, please eat one because you turn into a dog when you're hungry.
You like that leather chair, don't you?
I bought it so you could sleep in it.
Well, I might shred it.
So, assuming you guys decided to wait the next day to do your trick-or-treating and whatnot, it's at least 2 days later, then.
I have a much funnier idea.
That's fine, go right ahead.
The funnier idea is we're in costume, ready to go trick-or-treating, when Sync gets the call from Red Lizard saying, "Yeah, now'd be the good time to go." So we have to do this in the costumes.
oh, can we trick-or-treat at the Citadel? Please.
Yes!
Pretty please.
That's me. I'm not the one running. I'm just the GM. I have no idea what's going on
He's
here.
not running this show at all.
No, exactly. I'm just here to react to stuff. I don't even care at this point.
I was asking the guys.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Why not? Why not? They don't recognize me, at least outside of a mech suit.
So right. So
I don't have on me currently.
right.
So
So
looks at his neck. It looks at his collar.
so it would be the next day then, as you guys are all waiting back to hear from Brian, and you guys are all suited up to go trick-or-treating, because apparently it became Halloween all of a sudden, and this is what happens when you don't play for like a month and a half, and you get the text message from Brian, Sync, basically saying, "I want to meet up tonight."
So Sync's gonna text back, where at?
He texts you an address.
Well,
It's kind of like
Yeah,
you know, just because it's the city. It's the it's kind of like the rundown part of town, like probably an abandoned building if so.
well, guys, we got our first place for the night then. And Sync shows him the address. We're meeting up with Brian.
Your first place or your last place? He did say tonight, so he's thinking more. He says sometime around 10 o'clock.
Let's get our candy stash first.
Fair enough. I gotta get a double bag
Hey,
of
Ron.
Maybe they've got Twizzlers.
Ooh.
I'm not giving you Twizzlers.
They're delicious!
Yeah, what happened the last time you got a bag of Twizzlers?
I made a ball of them and rolled them around the living room.
We get a flashback to the giant yarn ball of Twizzlers and Apollo just freaking out. It's the same reason I can't give you Jawbreakers or Whoppers.
What's that?
Tail breakers.
They're round and they roll.
Oh, yeah. And they're shiny.
Don't get me started on gumballs. However, Apollo, I do have another candy here I want you to try. And he just hands you this little, like, oval-shaped, sort of chalky, glossy-looking green candy.
Apollo sniffs it.
Smells like green apple.
Apollo immediately bites into it.
It's a warhead.
Ooh.
You just see Apollo sitting there, trying to get the taste out. Just runs out into the front yard, is eating grass, trying to get the taste out of his mouth.
You just look, and we just get a panel of Cal high-fiving his brother.
By the way, Apollo, you gained 38 followers from that little stream of yours.
Sweet.
Nice. Also, I do want to point out that because Cal, he's not an engineer, but he's at least ingenuitive. The Wobbuffet costume, because Wobbuffet's a big, chunky Pokemon, the Wobbuffet costume is equipped with a wheelchair, so Daniel doesn't have to walk if he doesn't want to.
He can roll around.
And it is motorized.
Oh, he's definitely. I mean, doesn't matter if he wants to walk or not. He's definitely rolling around in the motorized wheelchair.
Also, for the record, Sink is wearing shorts beneath the miniskirt. He is not that brave.
You have the legs for it.
I haven't shaved my legs yet.
Nobody wants you to. That would be horrifying.
Exactly. You should get to wear pants.
More importantly, I get the rose, and he bites it.
I don't have a cool accessory. All I have, is a tail that kind of is doubling as my hair right now.
You have a Wobbuffet.
That's not my accessory. I mean, technically.
And as soon as Apollo is done being mad at me, we'll get him in the Meowth costume.
That ain't happened.
Well, I wanted to go with Perugly, but...
It wouldn't have fit.
I will cut you in your sleep.
No, you won't, because you know the password to get to the tuna.
So I don't need you.
You don't know the password, so you wouldn't cut me.
Yeah, okay, fine. Also, did you finish that thing I asked you for?
Which thing? You've asked for a lot.
You know, the thing with the things with the things.
Oh, you mean did I make the modifications?
Yes.
As long as you understand one thing. This is a one-time deal and you're not driving.
Oh, that wasn't the thing.
Oh, wasn't that thing?
The other thing.
The other thing.
You know, with the minis.
The minis?
Clearly the thing with the minis.
I mean, I did equip your ship to shoot M&M's minis.
I don't think he's getting it, Apollo.
No,
Oh,
not
oh,
those minis.
oh,
The other
oh.
minis.
It took me a bit to reverse engineer the stuff in your carrying case, but yes, I did, and the only advice I can give you is do not add water.
Can I feed them after midnight?
That depends. And he just literally hands Apollo these 2 capsules, and yeah, they're just capsules. Like they legit look like Pokeballs, for lack of a better description, but they're not. But yeah, that's pretty much what they look like. And he just hands 2 of them to Apollo.
Okay, fine. I'll get in the Meowth costume.
That's right.
That's my line.
Once you get in the costume, it is.
It's like every tangent you guys go off in, by the way, I'm just like banking another hard move. Just FYI.
Hey, we are teenagers with priorities. We want our sugar rush.
Just saying.
Yeah. So at this point, Cal's gonna look. Okay. So I have, and Cal hits a button, and another drop-down chalkboard comes out, or erase board. He flips it over, and it is a geographical profile map of the neighborhood with statistics on the type of candy that each house gives out, the size of the handfuls, and which houses to avoid because they give away healthy crap.
Cal, you're a genius.
This is 6 years worth of Halloween statistics. The best thing is you definitely want to, if you want the most room, you go to the end of the block, you go to the Studebaker house, and you go there with an empty bucket because they will make sure your bucket is full. Like the dude has hands that I swear to everything. He's got Mickey Mouse paws.
Huh. Now I gotta see this.
So you go there first, and then you slowly make your way. You avoid Old Man Jangle's house because he's crotchety.
Mm-hmm.
And then you always end at the end of the road at the end of the night, because if the last stop and you're the last one at the house at the end of the lane there. Oh God, what is her name? Apollo, what's her name at the end of the street? You know, the one who gives you all the scritchies.
Her dog's name's Mr. Friskers.
Yeah, I don't want Mr. Friskers. I need Mr. Friskers' owner.
Miss Friskers?
I think you mean Miss Meredith.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you end your night there because she doesn't want to have the leftover candy. So if you end there, she just dumps the bucket into what you have.
Ah.
And when it comes to Miss Meredith, we have a secret weapon.
I mean, clearly Apollo.
No. And he looks down at Daniel.
Oh. I did.
Anyways.
Does he go first then?
Yeah, so we head down to the end. We start at Mr. Studebaker's and we make our way up, and we end our night over at Miss Meredith's, and the hall should be amazing.
Nice.
Well, what are we waiting for? Oh, wait.
You to get in your costume.
I'm in my costume, but Apollo at this point realizes he's the one who has to carry the buckets and the cart behind him.
Like a little wheelbarrow or something that he's towing.
I was wondering what that rig was for. Now I get it.
I mean, Cal hits a button, and the rig disassembles into 4 ridiculously sized Pokeball-shaped pumpkins, or Pokeball-designed pumpkin boxes for candy.
We gotta go all the way.
And then he turns around, and give us 5 minutes and we'll turn this into an IRL live stream.
Gonna take you that long?
Apollo cuts the stream and starts getting the camera hook up to his collar. So he's got a camera, the face cam that pops out of his collar to keep track. He's also got one on the top that streams the surrounding. So you get the smash cut to Apollo's stream, and you see Apollo's face in the corner, and you see the world around Apollo in front of him as we've walked outside now.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's got double cameras because there's also the one on Cal's glasses.
So you get to see, we've got 3 cameras across the screen.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone's mic'd up with wireless mics and everything. Like, Apollo went all out. Like, Apollo maxed the credit card for the Twitch stream.
Yep, because this is awesome. And Apollo is super extra.
Okay.
So it sounds like we're off on our adventure then.
We are.
Yay. Okay.
You sound so enthusiastic about the what we're getting into.
You can't imagine why.
I mean, if you want, we can do this, or we can smash cut to the end of the night with the candy haul.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking you were going to do, but, you know, whatever.
Let's do the first house.
You want to do Mr. Studebaker?
Sure.
Lead the way, Apollo.
So Apollo pops up on his back 2 feet, rings the doorbell.
Okay, I forget. Which one is this? This is the,
Mr.
This
Studebaker,
is Mickey Mouse Paws.
Right,
Mickey
okay.
Mouse Paws.
Alright, so you, so the door opens, and standing in front of you is, Mr. What was his last name again? Mr.
Studebaker.
Studebaker. Great. So, because you didn't say what he is, I'm going to usurp that and say he's a jolly old bear who happens to now be dressed up in a Mickey Mouse costume. So he looks at you guys like, "Oh, you're the first kids I've had today." Well, look at all of you. You're all those are great costumes.
Mouth!
Thanks, Mr. Studebaker.
So you guys just this big scoop, candy. So he throws it in because
So
that's what he does.
Sink pulls out a second sack as he holds it in front of him and says, Mr. Studebaker, my best friend Owen is really sick tonight, so I'm getting a second haul for him. Do you think you could give Owen some since he's not going to be able to get any himself tonight?
I'm gonna have you roll to provoke.
Okay. Well, can I do? It's not. I'm not lying, so I can't do criminal mind.
No, you're not lying.
The truth will set me free. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, okay, so he's not going to choose any of the options. He's just going to smile and say, "Oh, you cute little thing. Of course." He pats your head and then gives you Owen's bucket and scoop of candy as well.
Since you named him a bear, I'm going to usurp the candy.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
90% of it is bit of honey.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah, it is. It's like, I don't know what to... Like, I don't have any kind of candy set up, so there you go.
And the other 10% are packages of Swedish fish that look like salmon.
Oh, not gummy bears? Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wouldn't be...
I mean,
Gummy bears.
gummy bears was too on the nose.
And a bit of honey wasn't?
Yeah.
But bit of honey's yes, fair.
It's like, yeah, we walked into that one.
I mean, we did.
Alright, so for the rest of this, and yes, Tej, I am stealing your move here because it's going to be glorious.
Yes!
When you go trick-or-treating, determine the leader as if you're entering battle against a dangerous foe as a team. The leader rolls +1 for every yes answer the team gives. So, who's your leader, as it were?
It's got to be either Apollo or Cal.
It's 100% Apollo on this one.
Indeed, he's not here. Well, I mean, I could just already answer these. Hey,
Oh, hey,
there you are. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
So,
You're the leader for trick-or-treating.
yeah, so here's your three...
I am.
Here's
I
your,
want the candy.
Right, here's your 3 questions. Are you rocking a theme? Yes. Are you
Yes.
being strategic? Yes.
Yes.
Are all your costumes maximum effort?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So, roll... What is this? Roll what?
It'd be flat 2d6 plus 3.
A linear roll is plus... Oh, so it's just a straight roll plus 3. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad. I got a 7.
7.
Ooh.
All right. On a hit, you scored big time. Choose from either adding 2 team to the pool, everyone clearing a condition, or everyone marking potential.
No, it's a 7 and a 9.
7 and 9. It's just it's not a hit.
That should be at a 10 plus.
Okay. On a 7 and 9, your hull is good, but not the stuff of legend. Add 1 team to the pool. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Not bad.
I'll take it.
Indeed. Boop. There we go. Alrighty. So, you guys do your rounds. Come back. Do you come back to the lab, or do you go directly to? Because he wanted to meet at 10, so it's a bit for now.
I thought we were going to go directly too, because it's across town. But...
Well, we're gonna go back to the lab first and drop off Daniel because we're not taking Daniel.
Right.
And the stash of candy.
Yes, and the stash of candy.
Most of it.
Yeah, which was good. You guys got a good stash. You know, unfortunately, Cal, for all of your like planning and whatnot, it didn't come out quite as well. Because you guys got to the last house too late, and she was already out.
Makes sense.
It's like you planned, but you over-planned slightly.
Yeah, yeah. We stopped because we locked eyes with a couple of trainers.
Right, exactly.
Stole some Pokemon.
Right.
Meow, I choose you! Use Scratch Attack!
Oh gosh, no, not him! He had a family!
Wobbuffet, counter!
Wait, Meowth, you're not supposed to attack Jess or Jake. Jess. Anyway.
Meow, use the Fury Swipes!
Apollo's confused and he accidentally swipes Jesse.
Exactly.
Because I totally imagine there's a couple of kids wandering around. One of them's totally dressed up like Ash, and someone else is a Pikachu. So that had to happen. There's totally a live stream video that we're not sure how it's getting edited on the fly, but it totally looks like Meowth versus Pikachu is happening in the street.
Alright, so you guys make it back. Daniel's extremely happy. Owen's still...
Where did the Pikachu get the shocking thing? That hurt!
You see Cal putting something into his pocket.
I have no idea. Apollo, I mean, you just never know with some kids.
Cal?
Yes, Apollo.
Did you put a shock collar on me?
No, I did not put a shock collar on you.
Did I put a shock... Okay, Sync. I know where you sleep at night.
Apollo,
Yes.
come here, please.
And Apollo walks over to Cal.
Cal starts scratching his ears.
I'm still getting my revenge on him.
That's fine, but wait till later. Scritchy, 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 scritchy.
To the left. Right there. Yeah. So good.
And then Cal does the stupid thing. And then Cal does the stupid thing and goes for the belly rubs.
Trap! Yeah!
Cal's
Feel my
hand,
trap card.
so Cal's hand now has 4 claws dug into it as you pull. So as you grab in, like Apollo pulls your hand into him with the claws in the front and the back paws. So he's using the back paws to scratch and kick you away, while using the front paws to pull you in.
Ooh.
So Cal at this point grins and bears it and just lifts his hand up. So Apollo is doing all that while elevated in the air. If I'm gonna hurt, you're gonna suffer too.
So Apollo kind of sinks in, does this amazing kind of flip onto Cal's arm, and walks down his back.
Hey, okay, that was kind of cool.
So, everybody in the lab who's like, you have basically a sort of like small village at this point.
It's basically a brothel.
Is watching this just with like some chuckling, some more specifically, Josiah is like horrified as he thinks you guys are fighting.
No, this is training.
Yep. No. Training is when we fence. This is just playtime.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Owen's still, pretty much in a coma on the bed at this point.
I mean, it's not like I broke out my secret Apollo weapon. Cal takes his keys out, does one of these things,
Like shakes him.
and
Apollo, who you didn't realize,
a laser pointer is on there.
Apollo had run into the other room. Here's the keys, and you just see Apollo come in running, tail up, and just kind of in that. Where is it?
The laser pointer shines on the ceiling.
It's there! Get it!
All the other cats in the place start doing the same thing because they see red dot. They run that red
They
dot.
create a cat pyramid.
Right. Yes. All four so Apollo can jump at it.
Yep.
I got it! I don't got it. Uh-oh.
I got it.
Apollo misses the dot, misses the ceiling fan, and smacks into the wall.
And we see the slow motion montage. Chariots of Fire is playing.
It's a comic book. There's no music playing, but it should be.
Just imagine Chariots of Fire.
Right. Yeah. Editor's note.
Right.
Set the Chariots of Fire.
As this is going on, Sink does kind of walk over by Owen and sets down the bag of candy that he was able to get next to him. Like, and he just kind of says, "This is for you, buddy."
Owen doesn't react, but
Of course, yeah.
he is still breathing, so you know.
Yes.
As you
Sits
do,
down right down next to him.
as you do that, Josiah kind of like shuffles over to you. He says, "Is that getting any better?"
Yeah, I know. We're gonna fix that.
Are you? You guys are outside, like, getting candy for people.
Yeah, because we couldn't do anything else.
He just kind of like huffs and then walks away.
Man, you're not getting any of my candy.
Cal walks over, hand on Sink's around Sink. No, he's just gonna eat every single macadamia nut cookie I make from here till the end of time.
Yeah, true. So Sink throws his own bag down. So, we gotta do this clandestine meeting or what?
Yeah. Also, one more thing that needs to happen, just so we all know. Tomorrow, Sink, you and I are booked.
What are we doing?
We're hitting every store in the city and picking up all of the discount Halloween candy. How else do you think I arm the Kit Kat cannon?
That's true. That's the best day. Love that day.
So yeah, that's how I arm all of these things, is discount Halloween candy.
Makes sense.
I love the look over there on OPT's
No, I
face.
did. No, I just had an idea. So anyway, what do you guys do? Like, tell me. I don't. You got everyone like wandering around and whatnot. Cal, your mother's actually not in the bed.
I'm assuming she's wherever my father's at, so...
They're actually both inside the house itself.
Yeah. What time is it?
It would be about, I don't know, when does trick-or-treating normally end? Say around 9 o'clock-ish?
Okay. What was the address we had again, Sink?
Stink shows it to you on his phone. It was this.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we got like 15 minutes. I'm gonna run inside the house real quick and see what's going on. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'll get us over there, or at least close as we can.
My timing was based on driving.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Remember, your powers don't work inside that place.
Well, inside the Citadel. Not where you're going, necessarily.
Right. But I'd rather have the weaponry backup just in case.
I mean, then there's that.
That makes sense.
I'm not enough backup? Seriously?
We get a smash cut to just like panels and panels of Cal just loading these different weird looking like firearms into the trunk, and each one is labeled, and this one says M&M's, one says peppermint patties. Like just this ridiculous amount of candy cannons. Then he loads in like a little box and it closes his gumdrop grenades.
I can't wait to use these.
Yep. So then Cal's gonna head into the house.
So inside, you just see like your father and your mother like sitting on the sofa, like in front of the TV. The TV's not even on. She's just kind of like, she's just kind of basically like laid up against him as they've got, he's got his arms around her shoulders, and she's just like tiredly just laying there against him.
I'm gonna go back to the shed.
He looks up. Your father looks up. And she's like, "Oh, hey, Cal, you doing all right?"
I was making sure you two were, and it looks like you're fine.
Yeah, she's a bit tired still, but she actually got up and started walking today, so.
Good. So candy's been had. Daniel's in the shed with basically the entire lizard brothel.
Yes. Part of the reason why I didn't want to keep her in there. Not that she, just not so soon afterwards.
Well, one of them's a nurse, so...
Yeah, no, Mary's been coming in and out. She's amazing. And it's not like she's, distrusting of lizards or anything, but, surrounded by that many, it's just kind of, a little much.
I get it.
Especially there's that one that keeps, like acting like he's on, like, the most amazing coffee rush I've ever seen.
I wouldn't say coffee, I'd say cookie.
Well, whatever. He's hyper strong like crazy.
He ate an entire one of my batches of cookies.
Oh. The macadamian ones?
Of course.
Oh. Yeah. Explains part.
And as Cal's doing this, he's going over, and you just see him, like, you know the scene in the movie Men in Black where they just keep constantly flipping over panels and they're just weapons and weapons.
Right,
and weapons. Yeah. Cal's going through the living room, he just keeps flipping down panels, and we just get close-ups of, like, mini Kit Kat cannon, like, all these different random candy-based weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And then then he flips open the last one, and it's literally just a giant candy cane. Well, all the defense measures are in place.
Oh, good. Good. You think anyone's gonna, actually try to attack us here?
Certainly hope not. Probably not. But, I did have to use the tuna cannon the other day.
From what I understand, you actually didn't have to use the tuna can the other day.
Well, a mysterious van was sitting out across the street, and I needed to get some information, so I used my secret weapon.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, you guys in for the night then, or what?
We've got somewhere else to go. We got to go meet somebody. Interesting enough, I'm going to meet a friend about botany.
Okay, Cal, I know you're into all your gadgets and whatnot and gastro whatever, but botany?
Yes, I'm a chemist, and the oils from plants can be used in chemistry, so I'm going to go meet somebody about some botany.
At 9:30 at night.
Apparently the flower in question only is at its peak at night.
I see. Don't you get yourself into trouble again?
In trouble? Whatever would you mean, Father?
I don't know, all that stuff on the news.
You cannot prove it was me, or any of us.
Yes, I can. I know it was you.
Yes, but nobody can prove it. If they could, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you.
Uh-huh.
Also, Cal flashes his junior detective assistant badge.
Where did you get that?
Detective O'Malley.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Apollo has one, too.
Oh, God, why?
Because if he didn't get one, he was going to scratch my face off.
You just see Apollo walk in, and there's the badge hung around his collar.
Huh. Well...
And it's a much better ruse than the emotional support cat. Because after anyone meets Apollo, they know he's not there for emotional support.
Yeah. Right. Oh, by the way, Apollo, you have a friend or
Yeah.
something? You have a friend or something like that? Because she's been in and out of the house like crazy all of a sudden.
And Apollo just sighs.
As you do that, you feel a brush of something up against your side all of a sudden.
Hi, Athena.
Oh, hi.
Before this, Cal looks at his mother and father on the couch, and then Apollo and Athena. He goes, "Yep, I'm going back to the lab," and just exits stage right.
She's purring. So,
What, why?
it looks like I heard a lot of commotion. Thought you guys were going some place or had something fun to do. What you doing?
You can't come.
I wasn't gonna come. I just wanted to know.
We're probably going to cause trouble on purpose.
Ooh, gosh,
A normal day around here.
you're so brave, Apollo. Gosh, you're not like all those other cats in there. You actually go out and do things. And she's actually attempting to shift your labels.
Oh boy.
She is trying to raise your savior and lower your mundane.
You can't lower my mundane, actually.
Well,
So I have to reject this.
nope. All right, so go ahead and mark a condition for that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to actually look at your sheet now so I can figure out what I can shift. So
I try to think if Sync can help him in any way, but
it's twos, and you're not even in there.
I can add twos.
Yeah, so my danger's at 3, my freak's at 3, my savior's at -2, my superior's at 1, my mundane's at -2.
So she's gonna raise your savior and actually lower your danger, because that's the way you're feeling at the moment.
What? Why are you? Oh, fine. We've got to go though. Can you hang out in there and just keep an eye on those kids?
Oh yes, don't worry. Everyone will be watched.
And so Apollo actually puts a communication device on Athena.
Oh,
So now she can call Apollo.
nice. Oh wow. And she,
And so, yeah,
like oddly, despite the fact she is an actual cat, like she picks up on that pretty quickly.
Well, so Apollo shows her. You just nudge this button like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll place a call to me.
All right.
If something bad happens here, you're the one I want to hear from.
Absolutely. I will absolutely make sure of that. She kind of like proudly like lifts her head up, and like gives you the like absolutely kind of nod, and then she licks your head, and then she walks over to the to Cal's parents.
Apollo walks in and looks at Cal. Oddly enough, I trust her a lot.
So Sync actually at this point, because Cal walked outside to things with him. So does that mean you guys are officially a couple now?
Sync, I'm already going to do bad things to you in your sleep tonight.
I know it can't get any worse.
I don't think a much more wrong statement's ever been said.
Cal,
Yes.
did you notice something?
Notice what?
There are no birds chirping.
What?
Well, statistically speaking, you have how many in here?
I can count to 20.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess. What do we do? I mean, the bird population's not going to recover, is it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point the only tweeting happening is when you go live.
No, they ate that bird too.
I'm so confused at this point.
There's like 25 cats and they've been hunting all the birds in the area.
Mm-hmm. Well, that I get.
They saw the bird on the computer and ate they tried to eat the bird.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought that was going someplace else. So, alright, so, you guys jump in the car and head off, or what do you do?
I think we're off on an adventure.
We're off
This
to
has
see the
already
lizard.
been in the wonderful Lizards of Oz.
Thank you. I'm surprised we haven't made that joke. It's taken us 16 episodes to make that one.
It's because we live in the year 2020.
And it's more because we've had a million other jokes to make first.
I mean, yeah.
That too.
So, you guys head off in Cal's Awesomobile. The address takes you to as I said, it's like this run-down part of town. It's not necessarily the low-income part of the town, but it's like this old, like, industrial area that's not really used all that much anymore. One of those things that the owner has been tied up in litigation for years, and the place has just been abandoned, but the address takes you to a, what looks like an abandoned, like, office building kind of thing. There's some windows are knocked out and whatnot, but they're boarded up. But as you get out there is a lizard standing outside, and it's not Brian. He's a blue lizard. It's just kind of standing, like leaned up against the door, or right against the wall next to the door. Just kind of standing there, like he doesn't even like acknowledge you guys until you actually approach.
Okay, so I don't recognize him at all.
No,
Did
no,
Brian give us any sort of like heads up about anything?
no,
Or you just
no, he didn't.
Okay, so Sink is going to assume like that this guy's either a nobody or somebody who shouldn't know that we're there. So
I would like to
I
point
said
out
just walk
Cal
past
is still in his James costume.
so it's Sink in his Jesse costume. So I think he's
Meowth
gonna
has
walk right
put
away.
on a tuxedo version of the Meowth. He's kind of dressed a little more formal.
So, as you guys get close enough, the lizard just kind of like looks at you and says, "Names,
Meow.
Jesse.
James.
real names."
Jesse.
James.
Meowth.
You're not on the list.
This doesn't look like a high stakes club, pal.
It's not a club.
So why is there a list?
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Security."
Gotcha. Wait, you actually have a list, or are you just saying that's because you don't want any kids around?
Can I see that list?
You have 5 seconds to tell me before I start throwing you out of here.
If you check your list
Let me see
again,
the list.
you'll see that we're on there.
Names.
Apollo's going to do something really stupid here.
I watch Pokemon. I know. You're not.
Sink was going to do something really smart here, but go for it, Apollo.
So this is a lizard guard, right?
Yeah.
Apollo's going to directly engage here, but he's going to grab the lizard by the throat and grab him down and say, "You will let us in."
So, I don't know, go ahead and roll it. Fine.
I was going to schmooze our way in, but this is much more our style.
I mean, literally just could have said your names. Okay. So, pick 2.
There's an easy way.
There are 2 easy ways, or at least 3.
There's now a fourth.
No, this is not the easy way.
I have to pull the sheet up because I didn't expect to do this.
When you directly engage, you can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Okay. I'm gonna take the list from them.
He doesn't have a physical list.
I'm gonna take his earpiece from him.
Well, he does have one of those.
So I'm gonna take the earpiece and I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies to do whatever they want to do at this point.
Oh, good. Okay, so after you've done that, as you toss the you've got the earpiece, or you toss it to them. I forget.
I put it in because I just wanted to hear.
Okay.
Let me see that. I want to hear what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't hear anything right off the bat, especially because after you do all of that, the lizard grabs you by the tail and slams you directly into the wall next to him. So go ahead and roll and take a powerful blow for me, please.
Because you didn't resist or avoid their blows.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve this.
Yes, you do.
You do.
What do you do?
I go splat.
Well, yes. Clearly, pick their either. Which one? Which one do you want to do, sir?
I don't like any of them.
Well,
You're not supposed to.
yeah.
I'm gonna lose control of my powers.
Okay. So,
Yourself or your powers. It is.
what'd you say?
It's yourself or your powers.
Right, it's yourself or your powers.
Yeah, self for powers.
Well, okay.
Go ahead. Have fun.
All right. So, he slams you just in the right way that your collar slams against a button on your collar just slams into the wall, and it's the worst shock you've ever gotten in your life. Like there is legitimately burnt fur all around, and whenever it finally finishes, Apollo just falls onto the ground and is not unconscious, but that hurt a lot. And you basically are, the butterflies flying over your head kind of thing, like cartoons, whatever.
Swirly eyes.
Yeah, swirly eyes, yeah.
Yeah, he's got Butterfree swirling over his head.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
So, as this happens, and Apollo's on the ground, probably twitching.
Yeah.
Six could just lean next to Cal and say, I guess he hit him with Thundershock.
It was super effective.
I'll get that Pikachu in the morning.
So
I'm
as
assuming you're working with Brian.
so as that happens, about 3 more lizards just run out of the place.
This is turned out.
None of them being Brian, all of them now holding weapons. As the blue lizard just kind of straightens his jacket out and cricks his neck a bit and is like, "All right, now you'll have 5 seconds to tell me why you should leave here alive."
Trick or treat? And Sink holds out a bag.
Unless you're offering me candy. He looks inside.
Inside the bag is a deep black void.
Yeah, didn't think so. 4 seconds. Three.
First of all, if you actually think that any one of us here can control a cat, you're crazy. It's a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, we're here because we were invited.
I don't know if I'm buying that anymore.
Well, ask your boss.
I ain't asking him nothing till I know who I'm talking to.
Why are we telling you who we are if we don't know who you are?
Because I asked first.
And we're trying to get in. We don't know if we can trust you or not.
Look, it's quite simple. Your boss is expecting us. He knows who we are.
Your boss expected a lot of people.
You could take our pictures, and just send it to him.
So,
It's a lot
the
easier.
3 other lizards just literally, hold weapons up at you guys. Now, at this point, it's I just wanted your names.
Yeah, and we just wanted to get in.
No.
I just wanted to take that Pikachu.
Hate to break this to you, but it's not a you thing, it's an everybody thing. I don't give a name out until I know exactly what I'm dealing with and who I'm dealing with. Nothing personal.
You said you already know who you're dealing with. I watched the door.
And you're not
I know who. Yeah, exactly. You're not it.
Exactly. But you gotta get past me to see boss.
You see, considering all this cloak and dagger stuff that's going on, you think you'd have a better way of identifying yourself, or if we have to identify ourselves?
I mean,
So,
hold on.
Sync, you hear your phone starts buzzing?
He picks up his phone.
It's from Brian.
Is it a text or a call?
It's a text.
Okay, so he looks at it.
From Brian.
Okay.
It just says, just say your damn name.
So, Sig, go ahead and he texts back to Brian. And he just sends it back. Thumbs up emoji. And then he kind of turns his phone around and he shows it to the guys.
Folds his arms still. It's like, okay, and?
I'm guessing this is your boss?
I don't know that. You could have just made that up. Name, please.
Alright, fine. My name is Sink.
Oh, good, you're on the list.
Good.
So the other three lizards are looking extremely not pleased at all of this, but they lower their weapons as much as they back off a bit.
Also, by the way, this candy sucks for this place sucks for candy, so you need better treats.
At this point, Cal reaches into his pocket and throws each one of the lizards. When I was, you know, how, like you bag up cookies in in a plastic bag, like you're selling them at a bake sale.
Mm-hmm.
He tosses each one of the lizard a plastic bag like that.
Oh.
And Sick reaches into his candy bag they had opened, and he pulls out some of those bits of honey and just stuffs it into his mouth.
So what Cal has given each one of them is the chocolate spiders.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They're lizards.
That's a callback.
They're lizards. They'd actually like that.
Yeah.
Like the callback to like the brand.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So Apollo's starting to stir at this moment. He gets up, and you see the char mark where the electric was,
Right.
and then his hair is just full on, like standing on end everywhere. Morning, guys. Did we catch the Pikachu?
Yep. We did a great job, Goku. We can go inside now.
Why are you calling me Goku?
You'll find out later when you look in a mirror.
I don't think I'm gonna like that.
You will.
This I have this metallic taste in my mouth. Anyone got some like gum?
Sig pulls out one of his bits of honey. Here, suck on this.
That's not gum. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's like I can't speak anymore.
That's the point.
So they let you guys in.
Apollo, it was either that or one of these, and he holds up this time a packaged warhead.
Apollo just hisses with the bit of honey, so it's kind of
I don't know what your problem is, Apollo. Those are awesome.
So inside this building, there are lights on, but they're dim. Like you walk into, again, it looks like it used to be some kind of office building. It's only one floor. You're in like something that looks like a lobby. There's barely a chair or two there, but clearly there's like, commotion going down the hallway a bit. But you definitely see, Cal and sort of Apollo, since, he's kind of dazed, we'll see a red lizard walking down the hallway towards you guys. As Sink, you recognize him immediately as Brian. Although this time he's wearing a something that looks like basically a Matrix-style trench coat.
Sig's gonna give him like one of those. I see you dressed up for the occasion.
He walks over to you guys and he's like, "Do you have to make such, like, noise?"
It's kind of our trademark.
Have you ever been around a cat? We're the most silent, noisy thing you'll ever meet.
Just attacking my security guard for no reason?
He looked at me funny.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't give me scritches. To be fair, I didn't ask for scritches. I just didn't tell him. Cat.
Come on. Like, motions for you guys to follow him down the hallway. And as you guys are walking and get out of sight from, like, the main entrance, he's like, alright. As they're walking, he's like, why in the world do you want the Zemphan plant in the first place?
I thought we told him.
I don't remember if you told him or not, honestly.
Those things just tells him, we need to heal a friend.
Yes. From, like, what exactly?
That's a good question. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's some sort of, like, technomancer infection.
Oh. Right. Dad was working on that. Actually surprised it's even working enough. Alright. So, he passes by... What?
Do you know more about the infection itself?
Only what I heard. Basically, that Dad and, well, his scientists, I should say, were working on a way to, neutralize certain magic types. Technomancy was one of them. He's pretty sure he'd be worried that a technomancer would cause him a lot of problems in whatever he wanted to do with this war.
Well, my buddy had no place in the war or anything else, so...
Well, you gotta have a guinea pig. So he stops next to like these, it's a closed set of, like, double doors that would lead to probably what you think is a conference room. You definitely hear activity going on in there. He's not entering, he's just stopped there.
Do you have some sort of gang?
I have friends. You can call it a gang, so to speak.
You just seem really organized.
I mean, I have a couple people watching the door, and there's a few friends in there doing their thing.
I mean, that's an organization. Small or big, it's still... You got some...
Well, I mean, some of us needed a place to hang out, and we didn't really want to be around, the police, as it were. Especially me.
So why weren't you guys running ragged like the other lizards that ran away?
Well, because they didn't want any part of being around here. It's unfortunate, but we've got some people. To be honest, I'm a little surprised you guys are even here.
Well, it wasn't our first option. So, what's in there? Sig nods at the conference door.
It's a couple of my friends just doing whatever they're doing in there.
Gotcha.
It's a lounge.
Oh.
No. The name for a group of lizards is called a lounge.
Oh, okay.
So he looks over at Cal and's like, "Oh, you seem pretty smart. What's your name?"
My name is of no one's concern.
So, of no one's concern, Oh, wait. No, never mind.
No, what? Go ahead.
Oh, I just thought I recognized you.
From where?
I don't even know.
I mean, it's pretty impressive considering you recognize me in a Halloween costume.
I
I
know.
think maybe he recognizes the costume. Should we do our poses?
Oh, yes, there you go.
We just get a 2-page montage of the entire rocket motto again.
Good work.
I'm sure he cuts us off at the end or something.
Right, yeah. So, Mr. Smart Guy, what brings you with him?
You got your posse, I got mine. What?
Oh, good. It's good to have friends.
He called for an Uber and I picked him up.
Okay. So,
So I don't want to be rude or anything, but you got this plant? Or now we can get it?
well, as I said, it's in the Citadel.
Right.
I'm not going back there by myself. I probably even shouldn't go back there, but
You just hear Apollo cracking his knuckles.
He's ready to go back there.
apparently. Go back there. So you've been.
Once. Twice.
3 times Apollo.
Yep. Beat me to it. You wouldn't.
At this point, Cal. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so you wouldn't happen to be the ones who are involved in getting us all free.
Involved? Well, getting you free.
Apollo hits the button on the mech suit and just pops up into the giant mech.
Right inside the place.
There's enough room. So he does that like, oh, good. That'll be helpful.
We're just trying to get a flower. Do we really need the whole arsenal?
We're going back inside the Citadel. The answer is yes.
Cool.
It's not a flower so much as it is a plant. It's a night plant.
What's the difference?
Well, there's no flower buds on it. It's more along the lines of,
It's like an herb or a cactus.
something like that, yes. I was thinking more along the lines of a succulent plant, but, you know.
Is it big?
Brian, was it?
Yes.
Succulent's too big a word for either of those two.
Hey!
Cactus.
Succulent. That's delicious, right? That's
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, at this point, Cal hits a button on the gauntlet hidden beneath the James costume, and a small can of tuna pops out open in the mech suit.
Apollo's just going to town on it.
Right. Which you can't see in the Mexican server. It's like, okay, you stop talking. So, yeah, it's also a night plant, which it's a very strange mix of botany and otherworldly things. But the plant will actually die in direct sunlight.
How fast?
Oh, I mean, not like you couldn't like take it outside and whatnot, but I wouldn't necessarily take it uncovered. But thankfully, it's in a pot. I just need to have something like a box to put it in.
How big a box are you talking?
It's a pot. It's like about hand size, so you know, just
Okay, so we could like put it in a bag or something, right?
Like a bag of trick-or-treat candy?
Oh, there you go. Not like we're going to be able to go up to the Citadel front door and say, trick or treat, give me your plant.
No,
Yeah,
but we can go up and say, trick-or-treat, give me your candy.
We can.
I don't think you understand that the Citadel doesn't actually practice trick or treating.
Well, that's an absolute
that's-
shame that
yeah.
needs to be changed.
I'm
I
not
was just going to knock on the door and say, hi, it's me again.
Well, no, Apollo, you knock on the door and say, fight or fright.
Oh, it's hello from the outside.
right.
We're not gonna get this thing without another firefight, are we?
I mean, if you want to go in like that, the answer is no. But if you would like to maybe take some advice, I could find a way to get us in a little more quietly.
Singh just looks over at Apollo and...
Fine, I'll be quiet this time.
So, by the way, you guys hear like a loud shout coming from the room inside, like from inside the room you're standing outside of, which gets like even Brian to kind of like arch his brow and look over at the door, but kind of shrug.
Were they like playing poker or something and somebody won? I mean, if Brian is the concern, those are his guys. I'm not going to be worried about it.
You can just looking back at it like, I'm not entirely certain what they're doing.
If they're playing poker, I want in. Deal me in.
I don't think they're playing poker.
No,
Let's go find out.
that sounds one of two things. They're either watching a sports game or Batman reruns are on.
I love a good episode of Batman. Let's go watch.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have like a television set here yet.
Oh, jeez, what the heck do you guys do for fun, then?
We just got here.
They get mugged by cats. That's what they do for fun.
Oh yes, I'm sure that's what we do for fun. From the inside, though, you hear someone yell out somewhat louder than they probably wanted to. And we're gonna blow up this damn city.
Apollo, door.
Apollo just nudges the door open.
Brian doesn't actually stop you as he looks towards there. So, do you actually look inside, or do you just go rushing in?
Oh, you have
Apollo.
to drive back.
No, Apollo closed the mech. Sorry, I forgot to say. Apollo closes the mech suit and it's in cute adorable cat mode.
Oh, okay.
So Apollo walks in, just straight up walks in as cute adorable cat that broke into the building somehow.
So, as you open the door for everyone, or you just sneak in yourself?
I'm a cat. I sneak in.
He's a cat, he sneaks in, but the door is pretty much starting to open.
Yep.
So, Apollo, what you see when you immediately get in is 4 lizards at a conference table. They're all sitting around it. One of them is standing up and pointing at the center of the table, like explaining in detail like where they're putting explosives.
So Apollo jumps up on the table.
So the moment you do that, there's one other thing you notice. The lizard at the far end has this kind of like this cardboard screen kind of in front of him. That he's clearly got something behind as you jump up on the table, and all of the lizards just kind of stand there like, whoa!
Yeah, and Apollo starts doing the whole cat thing of just knocking everything off the table.
So you there's a bunch of little miniatures on there. As you start, like, people start like grabbing them, like, hey. So as
And I don't like this thing, and I don't like that thing, and Apollo now just curls up in the middle where the dragon would have been, and is now taking the place of the dragon as the final boss.
So it's like, hey, let the cat in. One of them reaches over, starts scratching her neck. Kill that cat.
Apollo reaches over the DM sheet and scratches his stats in.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, look up. So Brian kind of looks at, he's like, you know, you guys are getting a little loud there. I'm just saying. And one of the DM looks up, like, oh, sorry, Brian. We just got into the game a bit. So you happen to notice that there is a book near the near the DM. It's clearly a rules book, and it's hold on. Shoot, I actually had a name for this, and I don't remember what I called it. Oh, I remember. It's called Lizards and Labyrinths.
Oh.
Or Labyrinths and Lizards, I should say.
Yeah.
See, in here I thought it was Housewives and Homemakers.
No. So they're all the lizards around the table are all like looking around like, what's going on? But humans and households, there you go. But
Wait, Cal looks at what's going on. It appears you now have a cat dragon.
Apollo lights a little secret flamethrower he's got on there, and you just see the fire shoot out.
Cal leans over to Sink. I didn't install that one.
I didn't either.
Oh no.
I wonder if they're gonna beat him.
So the players,
as long as they watch the bleeping tail, they should be okay.
the players all look around like we weren't actually like ready for battle of any kind.
So just kind of roll initiative.
So Brian just kind of like sighs, like, "Okay, guys, come on, let's talk real stuff here and let these guys get back to their game."
Fine. Apollo sets the board back up pristinely, right where it was.
Oh, nice.
And walks off.
They all give you scritches too before you do.
And as he walks over, he does look at the GM's cardboard thing. And he knocks it over and reveals loaded dice.
Hey!
Loaded dice with a DM screen.
Yeah.
You can already make up the numbers.
Right. So Brian just shakes his head, closes the door. Anyway,
how couldn't those guys be watching the door? That'd be easier.
Because they were playing their game in here. Those are teenagers. The guys at the door were actually adults.
Huh.
And again, you could have had us speak our language.
What?
You could have had them speak our language because we're teenagers too. Like,
I don't trust.
I mean, technically, I'm a cat, so I'm like old.
I barely trust them with dice, let alone weapons.
Well, there's your first problem.
Right? Yeah, apparently. Alright. So tomorrow night.
Aw.
It's not going to be tonight. It's too late.
Why? It's never too late. You said it's a night plant. It's night.
Yes. I need to actually set this up.
What? You need a... What's that thing called? Cal, what's it? It's a thing that we don't do.
Plan?
There it is!
And it's that thing that you don't do.
Hey. Apollo doesn't do it either.
So this...
What do you mean? I have a plan!
So at
For
this
the
point...
record,
Yeah.
Apollo is my plan.
Great. So at this point, like, Brian just turns to Cal as clearly the only one who's going to pay any attention to him at this point. It's like, so yes, tomorrow night, I need time to actually plan out where we're going to go. The Citadel, if it's on time, should be expecting a shipment of supplies. We should be able to sneak in around the same time. Now, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be easy, and it's probably going to be dangerous.
At this point,
Considering the last time we were there, yes, Apollo.
is Sink's tail wagging or moving?
Probably not too much because you talk about danger, but yeah, sure, for the sake of the heck of it. It's like
Yeah.
a flicker too.
Apollo pounces on it. See, I've always got a plan. Now Apollo climbs up your back and sits on your shoulder.
Yeah, jeez.
As I was saying, considering the last time we were in there, we went in with a plan and then promptly abandoned the plan and freed every prisoner they had, including the brainwashed ones, and nearly had the place blown up until we had to evacuate. I think I like our chances.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work quite as well this time, but, you know.
Actually, that
Did they hire some dogs?
Yes. I don't know. I haven't been there.
So, we're going into the shipment. Gotcha.
No,
There-
no, that's going to be the distraction. I'm gonna go around the back.
I thought I was the distraction.
No. The better chance we have of them not even knowing we were there is better. Yes, I get it. You guys blew up the place last time practically, which is fine. But I'm telling you, it would be better off if they didn't even know we were there this time.
Is it going to be a problem for you to be there at all?
I mean, as long as we're not seen, no.
Cal just turns and looks at Sink and smiles this I have an idea smile.
Ooh, I like those smiles. Okay. So, Sink's going to kind of give that nudge. Oh, okay. I do have one question, though.
Just one?
Actually, yeah, it's kind of an important one.
Okay.
How do you deal with those runes or whatever it is they have that make magic go haywire?
I don't use magic, so I have no idea.
You don't know about the defense systems of that place? You're
I know what they are. I don't know how to defeat them because I've never thought about it. Because those runes that he pulls out like a handgun doesn't stop this from firing. He puts it back.
He has a point.
Well, you did load up the car with all of those candy concoctions. Sync up with them.
By the time I'm done, we'll be calling him John Rambo.
I'm liking this plan the more I don't hear about it.
You don't know where Apollo got this, but he ties a headband around Sync's forehead. It's green.
I already got the wig.
Around the under the wig, so you can see the
Yeah,
headband.
under the wig. Yeah. Got the big shock of red hair on top of the Rambo bandana.
So, Ryan,
We should probably lose the redhead.
Yeah. Yes.
how willing are you to go with disguises?
Willing enough. Why? I'm not dressing like a Pokemon.
Cal has already produced a picture of a crocodile, which is a giant red crocodile lizard-like Pokemon.
Right.
Clearly, a red lizard could pass as with enough makeup.
I'm just gonna tell you, the show is pretty popular in the Citadel. They would probably notice, so less Pokemon, the better.
It sounds like that means you have an easier time getting in, personally. They're big fans, you know.
Yeah, they'd probably notice. Unless you have some way I could change the color of my scales.
I thought you were red.
I am red.
Yeah.
If you could change, if I could not be red, it would
But
be
then
a
you
little
wouldn't be able to
better.
be a crocodile.
What?
You wouldn't be able to be the Pokemon if you weren't red.
I already told you it wasn't going to be a Pokemon. Regardless, meet me back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Shipment comes at 9. I want to be ready.
I want to pierce his mask.
Okay.
Okay, got 8.
Okay.
Okay, so that means I gotta ask 1, right?
Yep.
Okay. So. I want to know what this guy is really planning to see if he's on the level, because Sync's he's pulled enough wool over people's eyes before that he knows when somebody's trying to play a fast one. So he wants to know if this guy is really planning.
That's the long-term one, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so you get the feeling that he really does want to get back into the Citadel. You also get the feeling that he wants to get in for much more than, like, getting this plant for you. In fact, it almost seems like he's using that as the excuse to get back into this place. You get the feeling he's got some other serious business in there.
So, unsurprisingly, he's possibly kind of using us to get in there.
That's up to you. All I said is, you believe from like reading him and whatnot that he's
There's more than just this.
Oh yeah. He's. This is not a reason he's going in there. I mean, it's a reason he's using to get other people to help him get into the Citadel. But,
Right.
like the fact that you came along is just luck for him. But you can easily tell he's got some other agenda.
So Sink's got to hold on to that knowledge for now.
I said 8 o'clock. We'll figure it out.
Well, alright, where are we meeting you at?
Here. We'll shove off from here.
Gotcha. I'm gonna guess they won't need to tell your doorman our names next time.
It would be easier.
I mean, they'll probably recognize us.
You're assuming it's going to be the same doorman.
You said you didn't have many friends.
I have friends, just not many of them are here.
You're a complicated individual.
I try to be.
What about that was complicated, Sink?
Caelus trying to sound smart like you. Hush.
Brian reaches over and pats you on the back, Sink's like, you failed miserably, but it was good. It was a good try anyway.
Right.
Sink, we've been over this. Apollo's the muscle, I do the talking, you're the pretty one. Then he leans over to Brian. I just tell him that so he feels better.
Apollo flexes.
Why is the cat the muscle?
Why isn't the cat the muscle?
I absolutely see no problem with that, yeah.
Okay.
Because let's be honest with the situation. If you look at the three of us, which one are you the most scared of?
Like his non-existent biceps.
Fair point.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm wearing a gauntlet that has the capability of mixing several chemical concoctions together that can probably melt tar and or scales. Actually, I know it can melt scales. I've done it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how literal certain things are.
Yes.
We get a flashback to the scale remover.
Oh, yeah.
Of our crowding achievements.
So why did you guys go into the Citadel in the first place, just out of curiosity?
Well,
Sink looks over at Cal.
remember what I said about we got out people, including the brainwashed ones?
Yes.
That's why we went into the Citadel.
Okay.
There were people that needed to be rescued, and so we rescued them.
You're looking at something specific, huh?
I'm specific in my broadness.
Did you get them?
Well, let's just put it this way. Your father and his cronies will no longer be having tea time.
He actually chuckles at that. It's like, oh. I was wondering if someone was ever going to come try to get her back.
I didn't even know about it until 2 days before we infiltrated.
Yeah.
I worked fast.
That's good. That's good. Why did it take you that long? She's been around for like 2 years.
Well, considering everything that was going on, and you seem to know exactly why she was put in play, I don't think I have to explain why it took me that long.
The hologram converter actually worked, huh?
Oh, you know about that, but you don't know about the runes. I see how it is.
I know the runes exist. I don't know how to get around them. It's different. I know a lot of my father's plans, at least what he would tell me, until we started disagreeing. A lot. About everything. Pretty much.
So, can I ask you an honest question here?
Sure.
Are you using us as an excuse to go back so you can mess with your father?
Brian looks, kind of looks down for a moment and just kind of like looks back up. He's like, yes and no. Yes, I am using you to get back in the Citadel. No, I'm not doing it to mess with my father.
Then what's it for? Jake puts his hands on his hips. Because he doesn't have any pockets in this outfit.
Well, if I could kill him, that would be great. But I don't think I'm going to get that chance. I want to do some inside scouting. And maybe pick up a few things that I might have left behind.
Wait, weren't you in a prison cell?
Yes, that's why I left things behind.
You're assuming that they didn't scour every place you've ever been and ever had.
Oh, I know they didn't find everything. My father may be paranoid, but so am I.
I mean, that's why I'm not even going to mention it.
He's not the only parent. You're not the only paranoid one in this room.
Oh, I know.
Is this one of those we just became best friends unintentionally moments?
It's possible, yes. But
Is this where you break out into a musical number?
I'm paranoid as you are. So, no, as I said, if I could actually assassinate my father, that would be amazing. That's not going to happen, I don't think. I don't even think he's going to be there. So, I'll just have to settle for finding my things.
You are going to help us find our thing that we need, right?
Oh, of course.
That
I'm not
thing?
just going to leave you behind, or leave you at least to, get captured or anything like that.
Right, you're not going to leave us to be the fall guy while you get what you need and walk out of it.
No, I'm expecting all of us to get out of there. I just may not be following you, so you may have to figure out how to get out of there by yourselves.
I mean, so we're not the fall guy, but there's someone among us, right?
Only one.
I've spent the last 5 minutes trying to swipe my card, so it's not me.
I know I was cleaning out the O2 filter when the reactor went off.
Let's be honest. Apollo was sus.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
I'm the one who reported the body.
Exactly.
Great, it may have been the canary that I brought to you.
And you're such a good kitty for doing that. Next time, leave it on Sync's bed.
Oh, Sync's got his own present coming still.
And look forward
Oh
to.
God, you have the control for the litter box, don't you?
I do.
So Brian at some point just kind of looks over at you, Cal's just like, what is wrong with those two?
Those two?
Yes.
Um,
Are they actually friends?
Yes, one of them is a highly intelligent creature with powers beyond my comprehension. And the other one is Sync.
Fair. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow then.
Are we sleeping here? Do you have any nice beds? Do you have some
No,
linen?
you're not sleeping here.
Oh.
Because no, the answer, unless you want to sleep on the floor. Besides, it's tomorrow night. You have a whole day to do whatever you want to do tomorrow.
Cal,
Yes.
you said we could do whatever we want. Can I do that one thing?
Not here.
Apollo, you're a cat. You're going to do it whether I tell you you can or you can't.
Oh, I just wanted to play in the trash can.
What happened last time you played in the trash can?
I had a bath.
All right.
Do you want another one?
Brian just like points to the door. It's like, all right, tomorrow night. See you guys. Just go. 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 Just go. That way.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Cal tosses. Cal, before we go, Cal walks by, hands Brian one of the bags, walks into the Lizards and Labyrinths game, just puts 4 bags of the spider cookies on there, and just walks out.
So as you walk past Brian, this like coming out of there, he's looking at this cookies and he realizes it's a chocolate spider thing. He's like, oh my gosh. That's good. Oh my
I
gosh.
also bake.
Nice. A chemist that bakes, huh?
Castor chemist.
We need to chat sometime.
What do you have in mind?
I was thinking of the most amazing apple pie explosive. I think it'd be amazing.
I don't have an apple pie explosive. I do have gumdrop grenades, and I've been working on something else. It's a potato bomb.
Yeah, okay. I could see that. I was thinking a big mine in the middle of a table.
Oh, no. See, the apple pie bomb is fine for that, but you're gonna get a lot of like sticky, but you're not gonna get a lot of coverage on that because it's so small, and you won't be able to pack a lot of explosive in if you still want to make it the pie. If you really want the full length of the explosive that's gonna be in the middle, a bone-in ham with the bone as the bomb.
See, I was thinking about keeping it for local, pretty localized for, small assassin attempts, not like blowing up the whole room.
Small gathering,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Slightly more subtle when you just want to, destroy the target and not necessarily everything else.
See, then that's just a waste of an apple pie.
I mean, yeah, but I really like apple pie.
Right, so why would you blow it up? Why wouldn't you just eat the apple pie?
Because I would make 2. One for eating, one for that.
Oh, see, why not just make one apple pie for you to eat and then blow up a cherry pie? Nobody likes cherry pie.
That's a good point. Cherries aren't as conductive as apples, though.
However, actually, lemons are extremely conductive, so a lemon meringue pie would work fantastic.
I never thought of that one, actually.
You don't put cherry bombs in your pie?
And thank you for getting the joke, Apollo!
No.
What kind of monster are lemons? Lemons in a pie?
Lemon meringue pie. It seems like a great idea, actually.
Yeah, Apollo, you can run electricity through lemons and it will right to the other side.
No, I've had enough electricity for one night. You keep that away from me.
How many views did it get you?
Apollo checks his view counter.
Exactly.
Yes, a lot.
I mean, money's good today.
So the next...
And for the record, the only reason that was installed is because, well, unbeknownst to you, I might have hooked up a Twitch Plays Pokemon for that.
So the next comic panel is Brian and Cal exchanging recipe cards
100%.
It's like cool, this one.
So Cal gives him the chocolate spiders and a fruit and a salsa recipe that looks like real salsa, but it's made with fruit.
Right. Ooh, fruit salsa. Interesting.
Yeah.
So,
In all seriousness, me personally have that recipe. Do you want it?
possibly.
Okay, hit me up on it.
So, you guys leave at some point after Cal and Brian get done talking about cooking, and baking, and the like. So it's probably about 11 o'clock at night by now. What do you guys want to do?
Apollo wants to sleep, but he's a cat, so he's always sleeping.
Right.
Well,
So,
what do you got, Cal?
I was going to see if you had any ideas.
Well, it's late enough that that's usually the time when we go back to your lab and we would binge on our findings from the candy.
We could do that. We definitely could do that.
Unless you had a better idea?
Well, we don't need to go back and binge on the candy right this very minute.
What would we do instead?
Sushi.
I wouldn't mind that.
Apollo perks up. Sushi? Yes, sushi sounds good.
See, tries to play. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Excellent. Usual place?
I want to try the new place. Can we try the new place?
Happens to be open at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
It's a sushi bar. It's open till 1.
Fair?
Which new place?
The way the Sushido.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. You're welcome, OPT.
Hey. As always.
Yep. So we smash cut to the way of the Sushido, and Cal is being that guy and does eat seafood, but is going full vegetarian sushi tonight
Huh. Why?
because he's in the mood for tempura sweet potatoes, and they do a tempura sweet potato sushi.
Fair enough.
Where Apollo's got every fish on the table that
Oh, yeah.
you could imagine.
And Sig's probably pretty close to that too, getting all the different kinds of fishes, because
Yeah, they're just splitting all the fish and then all the vegetarian sushi Cal has. Well, I say vegetarian sushi. He also looks and goes, yeah, and I'll take the chicken teriyaki.
Right. Nice. Alright, so anything you guys want to do while you're there? Because they're just serving you sushis.
So first off, we need the montage of Apollo attempting to use chopsticks and then saying to heck with it and using claws.
Exactly. Cool. I gotta run and use the restroom, so you guys play out whatever the heck scene you want to play out. Right back.
So, Cal,
He's left us in control of the stream.
This is bad.
this is bad. So we're still on for those crawdads, right, Cal?
Eventually.
So Apollo has eaten all the sushi in front of him, has gone back to the bar again and asked them, what sushi they were getting ready to lose and toss for the night, and has eaten all that too.
And meanwhile, Sink is doing the responsible kid thing and like double fisting sushi, as well as like getting a packet of Skittles to mix with it out of his Halloween bag.
You left the candy at the shed.
No, he didn't, because he has that bag and he has his portals that he's reaching.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he has the portal bag.
Yes. So yeah, he's mixing candy and sushi like a good boy.
Y'all do notice that the chef in the back has chased Apollo out. Also, our DM is now Tina, by the way.
Hi, Tina.
You'll notice the chef is actually chasing Apollo out because he's gotten into the fridge and is starting to peruse around for what tomorrow's special might be.
Oh, Lord.
So, do we let him keep doing that? Or should we try to stop him at some point?
Try to stop me, Caelus! Oh, shiny. Where's the laser point? Where's the thing?
It's in between Sync's eyes right now.
Apollo does the whole butt twitch, like getting ready to pounce, and just launches right at Sync's face.
And as he does so, Sync holds up the bag of trick-or-treat candy.
So you just cut back to the lab, and you just see Apollo come flying out into this bag of candy on the bed, and just like lays out. It's like, I'm drowning in candy.
Cal reaches over, reaches in to the hole, scritchies Apollo, then reaches down and grabs a peppermint patty.
Guys, can I get a hand?
Yeah, Sync does that to us.
I swear if y'all are clapping, I promise the retribution will be swift.
Sorry, can't hear you closing the bag.
Cal reaches in.
Odds or evens?
Just do it.
You grab the tail. Apollo's just looking at you like just evilly as you grabbed his tail and drug him out of the portal.
Yep.
Sorry, Tina, you have been evicted from the DM chair.
She let the cat get away with too much. She was too easy on you.
So you replaced our GM with another GM. You threw our GM out. The cat came over and let Apollo have his way.
There you go.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Let's just say that we will probably not be returning to the sushi restaurant.
Oh yeah, we will, because Cal leaves big tips.
There we go.
Let's just say Apollo snuck into the kitchen and was rummaging through next week's tomorrow's special.
Sure you were.
Chef's not pleased.
No, wouldn't think so.
Also, while you were gone, Apollo got teleported back to the lab and is
As
now
he dove
back.
through the bag of candy.
How you get
But
teleported?
Yeah, but basically, once Cal sees what happens and sees what's going on, he leaves a tip and then a note that says, 8 a.m. delivery, I'll take care of it. And we get a smash cut to the next morning, and Cal has literally had a courier drop off one of the fresh tunas.
Ooh, right.
Because Cal has a freaking aquarium. And a bakery, and a butchery.
So now back to our regularly scheduled DMing.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Is
Sync,
it a weekend or was it a school night?
I have no idea at this point. You went trick-or-treating, so I was going to assume a weekend.
Yeah. So finally, someone has made Halloween an actual holiday, and they force it to be on the weekend so that the kids don't have to. Yes, someone has finally come up with the correct idea.
Right.
So
We have Super Bowl Sunday. Monday's a national holiday as well.
Yeah, so Cal wakes up early to get the courier out, and then he walks around, and he takes a little bit of time putting on this weird makeup, and he walks over to Sync, and just goes, taps Sync on the head, and when you wake up, you see Cal in just like this full, like, white skeleton makeup.
Yeah!
Happy Dia
Also-
de Muertos!
Also, Sync, you'll notice your fur is covered in, chocolate. Apollo melted a bunch of the chocolates, the Hershey's, on you and just dripped them all over you all night.
So he took advantage of Sync's candy coma and covered him in chocolate. Nice.
Yeah, pretty much right. Apollo's sitting on your chest when you wake up, and as Cal wakes you up, and it's just like, heh, mess with me.
So he just kind of looks over at himself and looks again at Cal. He's like, first, I didn't know you celebrated that. So
I don't, but any chance to break out the skeleton makeup?
Oh, fair enough. Second, Apollo, I am now delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, but if I lick you, I'll die, so go take a shower.
This is never gonna come out of my fur.
Now, use the bottle on the left. I promise, it gets everything out of your fur. It's amazing.
I almost don't trust it, but I have no other option. So,
Well, actually, before you walk out of the room, Josiah shuffles by and just hands you a bottle. It's completely unmarked with some kind of shampoo lotion inside of it, and then just walks off.
What is this?
He's gone.
Okay. I hate rolling the dice like this.
Welcome to Which Bottle is Goo?
Yes! Like walking in there, it's like one of these is going to do something terrible to me. Who do I trust more? Do I trust Apollo, or do I... Never mind, I'm just going to take Josiah's bottle.
As you say that, you hear for the record, you do have a third option. And then, you know how like the mask in the airplane dropped down?
Mm-hmm.
From the ceiling, a bottle of shampoo or some sort of a product tied to a string drops down in front of Sink.
This can only end badly. So I'll try it. And Sink just kind of takes that shampoo. And as he's like mixing it up and like washing himself, he thinks to himself loudly, I wonder if Cal's still mad about the whole like shampoo turning his hair a different color thing.
Apollo, what was your shampoo going to do?
Mine was like commercial carpet cleaner. Like it would really get everything clean.
Okay, what was Josiah's going to do?
Not only was it going to make it like super clean, it was also going to make it very, very, very slick and glossy looking.
Ooh. What does Cal's do?
Well, Caelus is a homemade combination of shampoo, stain remover, and printer ink. So, Sink is extremely clean. He is also black and white.
Well,
He's gone full Steamboat Willie at this point.
yeah, I already do the whole Black Fox thing anyway, so I might as well.
You found the zonk.
Yeah.
You did find the Zonk.
So Sig walks out of the shower to get everything done, and like spending a half hour blow drying himself, and he's still not even near to being dry yet.
Apollo just falls out of the chair laughing when he sees Sink come out.
Cal is doing something in the kitchen, just looks, and is laughing so hard he hits the mixer buttons, goes super fast, and flour just flies everywhere.
So now Apollo's coated in flour.
I didn't realize we were making Chinese food.
I mean,
Apollo
you think
just...
it's sushi.
So yeah, Sink's now black.
Yeah.
Apollo's now coated white.
Well, Sig's black and white specifically.
Yeah.
Well, and now there's flour everywhere in the room.
Yes. So the next question is, it's 8 in the morning. What do you do?
Hey Sink,
What?
you got something right there.
Is
So
it
Apollo
literally
just
a-
kind of
yeah.
motions to the whole body. I
know.
told you the one on the left, not the one on the right, and definitely never use the one from the drop-down rope.
That happens every time.
Yeah.
You could have mentioned that one.
I told you, just use the one on the left. It's the high-grade cat shampoo.
But I don't trust you.
Well, what have I ever done? Okay, yeah, probably should.
And at this point, Cal just looks and goes, so, Remember the hair dye?
Yes.
Smiles and then goes and pours another batch of whatever he was making.
Zink kind of shrugs and goes, I deserved it.
You should go take another shower. You
No,
ridiculous.
I'm going to stick with this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go take a shower because I'm not covered in flour. So
Yeah.
Apollo, yes, the cat jumps in the bathtub and swims around because he wants to play in the water. Honestly,
What Apollo gets out, doesn't go for a towel, just walks out and gets everybody wet.
Well, yeah.
And Cal is smart enough to cover up the food he just finished and get himself soaked instead, and then walks over. Lemon blueberry scone?
sure, I'll take one.
Hey, it's the recipe Brian gave me last night. I had to do it.
Right. So, of all the...
Did you stream it? I've got a cooking channel now. I'm branching out. I've got my real life channel. I've got my Let's Play channel. I've got a cooking channel. Did you stream it to the cooking channel?
Cal just points to the red light on the webcam.
Thank you. All these years, I finally get him to listen.
Cal points to the computer. Twitch.tv/baking with Cal.
Wait a
No-cal
minute.
baking. Or low-cal baking.
Oh, cow baking. Wow.
Yeah, that would be Apollo's level of creativity, low-cal baking.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, which is why it's baking with Cal.
Did you change the name of the Twitch channel?
I would do no such thing.
I know I signed it up as low-cal baking.
I promise you, I did not change the name of the Twitch channel.
Don't make me pull up the keylogger.
So, Daniel probably did it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. What's our friendly lizard technomancer's name?
Oh, Zechariah?
Yep. Yeah, the technomancer do it.
Fine. It's fine. It was so much funnier with low-cal. Plus, the people who are on diets would watch it. It was my biggest growing channel, and you ruined it.
You do realize low-cal baking links to this one now, right?
Oh, okay, I'm fine with this. Carry on.
He leans over his sink. You do realize 90% of the people subscribe to that channel just to watch him kneading dough, right?
I mean, it's why I do it.
Mm-hmm. It's better than that one Twitch gif.
Which one?
Yes.
No words were needed.
So did you guys have any plans this morning?
Plans?
I specifically remember plans.
There were plans this morning?
Yes.
Yes, there are. We're going shopping.
Right.
Ooh, shopping. I love shopping. I get to ride in the basket, right?
Yes, Apollo. Grab the badge.
Right. Okay. Took me a second to remember. Yes. Halloween
Apollo.
2.
Apollo grabs the badge. We get to buy the candy today. Today's candy day. Yes, candy.
So Cal hits another button, and this time another thing on a rope falls down, but it's just a map, and it's again another geographical map of the most efficient route to get to every store to get the candy.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. So, you guys start your little candy journey. What's the name of the first store you go to?
We'll start at the end. Chammy.
Okay. First store that we go to is called Candy's Candy Emporium. A candy with an I.
Okay. So, Candy's Emporium. Or Candy's Candy Emporium. So, it's open. You guys walk inside. And you see all the signs, like Halloween candy, 50% off. There's just one little thing. There is no more Halloween candy left.
Oh, come on.
The shelf is entirely empty.
Cal walks over to where he knows the manager is.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, what's going on?
What do you mean? Sorry. What do you mean?
That's not me. That's usually what I do.
Oh, yes, someone else came in and bought it all this morning.
Do you know who?
No, I wasn't actually here, but I figured it was you, actually. Oh, sorry, I don't know who it was.
Cal gets back to the car. All right, we're gonna change tacks here. We're gonna go to the last store first.
Okay.
So he goes to the last store on his list.
Okay. What's the name of it?
Jamboree Marketplace.
Jamboree Marketplace. All right. So you guys arrive, and you see somebody like standing on like a ladder, like with the big like 50% off Halloween candy sign. You know, except he's actually taking it down.
You know, I think I'm noticing a kind of pattern here.
Yeah, I am too. Apollo?
I didn't do it!
No, but I need you to plug in your collar.
Okay. Into what?
I just need access to the videos.
Okay. Apollo plugs the collar in.
We've determined his collar does this already. So.
Oh no! Yeah.
So Cal is just basically copying the security videos of the Halloween candy in the parking lot, so he knows who got it, what they're driving, how they got it all. Like he is on a full-on manhunt for who's taking his candy.
There's gotta be a rumble tonight.
So you see the parking lot security cameras. A large van pull up in the parking spot. 3 lizards get out, walk in, purchase all of the candy, and then leave.
Are these lizards we recognize?
No.
So, think they're friends of yours?
They're not gonna be in a minute. And Cal is basically going to figure out which way they went, and basically gonna go to every store that he knows on this route that they would go to, get the security camera footage, and triangulate where they've gone.
Except, as you do that, there's one thing you're noticing. It's never the same van. It's never the same lizards. It was a coordinate. You get the fact. You understand that they all did it at the exact same time in the morning.
What use do lizards have? Sync, text Brian.
So, Sid goes and he texts Brian, and he just says, yo.
It's about probably like 9 in the morning right now. You're not getting a response back yet.
So, at this point, Cal knows all of these vans, and he now is a junior police detective assistant coordinator person thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, he has no problem accessing the traffic cameras and just figuring out where they all went. He basically goes and has Apollo climb up a street light and plug into the traffic camera so he can get all the access to it. He is the laser pointer to get him up there.
Right, yeah. So, you see them, like, driving, like, from the traffic cameras that you have access to, you've noticed that they are, like, all of these vans get off the highway at the same time. They all split up, and then they all come back and then get right back on the highway and going back towards the Citadel.
They stole all your weaponry.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Sid gets excited. Are we gonna have a candy war?
Oh, no. We don't have to have a candy war. This just means I get to break out the fun stuff. Follow me. Actually, yeah. He says this at the computer from when he goes, follow me. And we went down to the basement and we saw a lot of the doors, but there was the one door that we didn't go into. The one unlabeled door. The one that even Josiah looked in and said, nope, I'm not touching that.
Mm-hmm.
So Cal goes in, looks around, picks up Apollo, shoves Apollo's face into the scanner, and the door opens. So the door opens, and he walks in, and...
I don't remember you making my face a key.
Oh,
That
I did
hurt.
for this one. And he turns a light on. And the light goes... poof, 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 poof. And you're in
How
the-
much room do you have in this place, man?
It's best you don't know.
Are you a hoarder? Do I need to get hoarders in here? Do we need to have an intervention?
We do need to have an intervention on the wizards who took my candy.
Oh, well, they're just hosed. They've got an angry cat, whatever Sink is, and you.
So, you look around, and this appears to be a test kitchen of sorts, like a giant test kitchen. And then Cal... And next thing you know, you see a light go off. And then, I'm going to date things here. Has anyone seen the I Love Lucy episode where she goes to work at the chocolate factory?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, who hasn't?
no.
This entire thing turns into a chocolate factory, and they start manufacturing truffles. But,
The truffle trebuchet.
yep, and each of these truffles, there are many sizes. There are small, medium, and large. And each of these truffles, well, half the truffles are edible. The other half all have, I guess we could say, warm, gooey surprise centers.
Nice.
You always are prepared.
And I can roll it if you need me to.
You know what? Go ahead, just because I might have some fun with this if it goes badly. I don't think it will, but, you know, for funsies. Oh. All right.
No, it only goes bad when I roll for powerful blows, because everything else we roll like 13s.
Right.
You
I'm gonna mark a condition to make, because it's an unleash my powers basically
Yeah,
type of deal.
yeah.
I'm gonna mark a condition to make this work. I'm marking angry.
I kind of figured that was going to happen, so, yeah, that's cool. If you hadn't done that, like, if you went, when you went to use one, you were going to have to, like, roll a 50-50.
Yeah. But Cal has, like, and Cal turns around and looks and goes, normally, I only break this out around Valentine's Day because the money is insane. Walks around, hey, what's happening, Lisa? Goes and starts basically talking with all the people working.
You have people here.
What these people here? Like, he pays his people very well.
To work, what, 1-2 days a year?
Well, no, they basically, from New Year's until Valentine's Day, this place is just churning out chocolates.
Yeah, it's the day after Halloween, so you had to call them in off time.
I figured
Yeah, so they know they're getting OT right now.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And Cal pays his people very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
So, what Apollo didn't know is the reason he changed the name from Local Baking is because this business venture is Cal's first, and it is Local Confections.
Ah.
Which is why he needed to change the Twitch name.
Don't want brand confusion, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Trademark. Yep. That's funny. So what do you do after you make all these truffles or whatever?
Oh, I'm just like, yep, you know, you guys know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah. The good half can go for a special. Let's do a special anniversary sale for the good ones. Send a couple batches upstairs, and then send the rest to the normal locations. Special anniversary sale, celebrating 5 years of Locale Confections.
So you were 11 when you started this business?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got that
He's
right.
an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yep. He goes, and as for those ones, looks over at Lisa. You know what to do with those. And she looks and has this devilish smile.
I was just gonna say, she just like nods, like, yes, sir. So, it's around now that you get a text back from Brian. It's been like about an hour, if not like 90 minutes. And you finally get a text back from Brian, like, what?
So, Stick looks over at Cal. What was I supposed to say to him?
Why do lizards need tons of Halloween candy?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Stick just texts back to Brian. A bunch of lizards just went out and bought all the candy around the city. Thought they were yours, but I think they belong to your dad.
It takes a bit to get another response. And he texts back, I'm sorry, did you bungle that entirely?
I'm sorry?
Cal grabs the phone and hits the call button, puts it on speaker.
What?
Why would a bunch of wizards from the Citadel come to the city, buy up every bit of discount Halloween candy, and then go off the highway? And Cal basically, here, just watch the video and send him a traffic cam.
So, like, first thing he says is, oh, you were serious about that? The second thing he says after seeing it is like, I don't know.
Well, there's been a new parameter added to the mission.
You guys want to go in there and steal all the candy back, you go right ahead. I have no idea why they would do...
Brian?
What?
Are you drunk?
I just woke up!
Good, go back to bed. Click.
Thank you.
And then, if you want to, I'm going to give you a great spot, by the way, OPT. And then, Cal goes back upstairs with everything, with Locale Confections humming, goes over to, you know how we have the drop down for the fencing sabers?
Mm-hmm.
Goes over to that, hits the drop down for the fencing sabers, then hits another thing, hits that wall, hits a thing, instead of the fencing thing box over, the whole wall opens up to a giant, another giant looking firearm, and Cal turns around with a devilish smile and goes, and now I get to break out this. And it's just a giant, like literally, like it's attached to a ridiculous backpack, and it just says Warhead.
That's a great image to end on, I believe. Because I need to figure out how we're going to do Candy Heist 2020. So, thank you all for watching, whatever this was. For Nora, Chav, and Teach, I've been OPT Lawyer, just sitting here watching these guys play this game as I figure out what the heck's going on. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all later. Bye!